Hi, beauties! Finally coming to you with the Rusk PureMix Activated Charcoal review. So, me untangling my hair with the hair tie. I usually use a spiral hair tie because it's less tug and pull on the hair. So, I wet my hair thoroughly. I rinse it till it is, well, till it runs clear. Now I'm going in with the shampoo. And it is important, especially with sulfate-free shampoos, to emulsify in the hands first. Make sure it turns white and then put it on the hair. Sulfate-free shampoos obviously have less sulfates and less, well, sulfates is a soapy agent, a soapy foaming agent. So it has less of those in it. So you need to work it in really, really, really well to have, those suds and those foam, the suds and the foam. So I'm applying a little more shampoo. I don't usually apply a lot of shampoo, again, especially with, again, sulfate-free shampoos and professional products. Professional shampoos, they are highly concentrated, so you just need some water. Again, oops, there's me putting some water on the scalp again to activate the shampoo even further, and working that shampoo into the scalp. Shampoo is for your scalp only for the scalp. So you apply it, apply it into your hand, emulsify into your hand, and apply it to the hair. Make sure your hair is properly wet, so the suds could work up. Again, I'm adding a little more shampoo. This is my first time using the product, so now I know I have to use a bit of shampoo. Generally I go a little and add afterwards. So now I'm getting a pretty good foam in action, so I guess I'm satisfied with that. So I'm just gonna work that into my scalp to cleanse my scalp. So the PureMix Activated Charcoal line, let me just pull this up here. It is purifying for all hair types, cleanses and purifies hair while gently moisturizing your strands, formulated with vitamin E, B3, B5, B6, and magnesium to absorb oil, dirt, and gunk from your hair strands without stripping away natural oils. Refined oats for strength, quinoa proteins for color protection, leaving your hair looking healthy. So yeah, I have a bit of dry scalp slash seborrheic dermatitis, so a purifying shampoo is a good option, especially, well, if your hair is oily as well. So yeah, just making sure working into the scalp, or when you are massaging your scalp, working in that shampoo, you do not use your nails. You use the tips of your fingers only. Using your nails could cause abrasions to the scalp, and if you do chemical services, etc. I mean, I don't have color in my hair, I just have an old ombre to the ends. But if you do color and relax and all those things, and you have scalp abrasions, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna burn, it's gonna sting, it could cause all sorts of crazy things. So again, the fingertips, not your nails. Even though your nails might feel good, I mean, I have a kind of mildly sensitive scalp, so I don't do that. So if you want, you could get these shampoo brushes. The tips are silicone, so it's gentle on the scalp, so you could have, that's an option for you as well. You could get them at a pharmacy or one of those beauty supply stores. So yeah, work in that shampoo, get a really awesome lather, and rinse. So my hair is rinsed, and I'm going in with the mask. A mask, as I stated earlier, is a deep treatment that actually penetrates and goes into the hair shaft. So it is a deep, lovely treatment that your hair is going to absorb and suck up and all that great stuff. So me reading the instructions, etc, etc. So I'm going to apply the mask, emulsifying again, mid shaft to ends mostly. You do the same thing with a conditioner, mid shaft to ends. And if your hair isn't fine or isn't easily weighed down, you could apply a little to the scalp. Oh, and that is me wasting product. I mean, that breaks anybody's heart. I know. Tragic. Right. So yeah. So you apply masks and conditioners mid shaft to ends, and if your hair isn't easily weighed down or your hair isn't fine, you could apply a little bit to the scalp. So this is just me, working in the mask. Usually yeah, I give, it is a detox treatment, so it is safe for the scalp, so I give it a little massage in there. And then yes, I'm sectioning my hair now to detangle. So I used to put my hair in 4 quadrants, down the middle and across from my ears. So I would have those 4 sections. But I recently switched to this. So I do my hair in actually 3 horizontal segments. So like across, the bottom of the occipital bone, by the occipital bone, and then the crown. So I have those 3 sections, and well, depending on the difficulty of detangling, I would then divide those sections into 2, to help ease the detangling process. So I find this sectioning method is better for me because I usually 9 out of 10 times I would wear my hair down with my hair out, so there would be this distinct, middle part usually, and it looked kind of weird from behind. I mean, you don't really see your hair from behind, but it looks kind of weird. So this, helps to almost like a bricklay roller set. It hides the parts, so you don't have that distinct part like down the center of your head, which is awesome. So usually when I'm detangling, I first finger detangle, well, you section, of course, for ease of, detangling ease, so you're not overwhelmed with anything, because, detangling could take a little while. So you section, going with your sections, and then I finger detangle. So when you finger detangle, you're more gentler. When you reach a tangle, you're gonna stop and, like work it out gently. When you use a tool, generally, if you're a little overzealous or whatever, you might just, rip through the hair. So finger detangling first is always a gentler method before actually going in with your tool. I'm going in with the Olivia Garden Detangler, my fave. It's awesome. The bristles are a bit longer than I would say a normal detangling brush. So I really like that. And well, the bristles are also flexible enough, so if it is caught in a tangle, it's not going to snap and break off the hair. It's just going to bend and work around it. So I'm doing a combination of finger detangling as well as brush detangling. Again, when you are detangling the hair, you start from the ends and you move up. It's also good, especially if you are tender-headed or your client is tender-headed, depending. You would hold the hair at a certain point and then you detangle under that point, so you're not putting stress on the scalp and stress on the hair strands, so they wouldn't, sometimes when hair comes out, it either comes out broken mid shaft or it comes out directly from the root and you see that root bulb. So it helps with that. It helps to not tug at your roots, and it helps protect your scalp if you have a sensitive scalp. So I'm tying off one section with a section and clip, and I'm on to the next section, which is like across the occipital bone, like ears, like from ear to ear, that section. So yeah, this is me, and honestly, that on my head, I don't know about anybody else's head, but on my head, that is the most tangled area. I guess maybe because it is a wider section, but ever since like the middle of my head, well, not the middle section of my head, like over my ear, just on the left side especially, always the most tangled. So yeah, just sectioned off that. I'm adding more mask. Generally with a mask, you would leave it, I think they say like minimum like 7 to 10 minutes, but with this whole detangling process, you get more time in, and generally I time 10 minutes after I've completely detangled and apply the product to my hair. So it's probably maybe 10-20 minutes. So that 20-30 minutes max maybe is good for a mask. So yeah, just again finger detangling the section first, twisting and holding the hair at certain points so I'm not yanking at my roots and my scalp. I could be a little tender-headed myself. So yeah, finger detangling. And going in with my Olivia Garden detangler. So the activated charcoal line is a purifying line. Again, it's for oily scalp, if you want to start with a clean canvas, so if you have product buildup on your hair and you need a good nice detox, this could be nice, you know. Again, if you have oily scalp, if you wanna probably do a silk press, you need like a really clean slate, you know, to start that blow dry and flat iron, because you want it to last. You don't want any oil buildup or oil residue or dirt residue. So this line is awesome for that. If you have extra scalp issues, again, it may be good to add the shampoo brush into your routine to help exfoliate the scalp if you have any, you know, crusties or extra dry scalp or dandruff, etc. So as you can see, the middle section I divided into two. It's easier to handle that way. And again, I think that middle section, ear to ear, is a bigger section. So yeah, you know, sectioning is your best friend as a curly girl. You don't want to be overwhelmed. You don't want to get too frustrated. You don't want to just fling everything and mash up the place, you know. I also see this time, especially detangling, as, you know, a little therapeutic. You know, it's nice, you know, to be able to take care of yourself and your hair and just take that extra time for yourself, you know. Self-care is self-love. So, you know, don't see it as like a total chore. I mean, for me, it's once a week because my hair does get dry throughout the week. So for me, it's once a week. You wash your hair and detangle your hair depending on your needs. If you have oilier scalp, or if you work out and sweat in your head, you might need to wash your hair more than once a week. That's up to you. So you do what's best for you and your hair and your time and your schedule. You know, if you don't have time to do this for yourself and you want to go to the salon to have them, you know, just wash and detangle and style your hair normal, great. That's an option too. So do what is best for you and don't forget to take care of yourself. So some days I find, you know, detangling etc. therapeutic, and other days I just want to get it over with. So, you know, it's something you have to learn to grow and love and appreciate, especially, you know, with natural hair. I'm not gonna lie, natural hair is some work, but to me the work is rewarding. It's rewarding to know, you know, you could style and take care of your own hair, you know. It's nice to be treated every once in a while and go to the salon or have a hairdresser come over, depending on, you know, your preferences. But, you know, self-care is awesome. And yeah, so I'm on to the last section at my crown forehead section. So yeah, this is generally, it's a smaller section and it's a bit easier, you know, to finger detangle and brush through. So yeah, it's good. Oh, I love those spirals. So I'm really not sure how long it took to detangle, maybe 10-15 minutes. So we have that time in with the mask, and then after that I'm just gonna combine my hair into a clip, just clip it up and leave it again for another 10 minutes. So you get the most benefits out of the mask, especially if your hair is dry. You know, never skimp out on your mask or your conditioner, because that is the product that reinfuses the moisture into and onto the hair. So that's, you know, something to not skimp on. People really focus on shampooing and not conditioning, and, you know, especially for curly hair people, it is like the other way around. I mean, shampooing is important, yes. I shampoo once. I don't need to shampoo twice. Generally, I don't need shampoo twice. Maybe if you go to the salon or if you're doing like a real hair treatment or whatever. So yeah, I just shampoo once, do my mask, and finish off with the conditioner. So this, you're setting the tone for the week with your, you know, your mask and your conditioner. So that goes into the hair, and during the week you have your leave-in conditioner, which you, well, in my case I apply daily. So I'll be back in 10 because I'm leaving it for 10 after that. So yeah, so I've rinsed out the mask. Hair is lovely, and I'm gonna seal in that wonderful charcoal treatment with the corresponding charcoal conditioner. Right, so what was I saying? Yeah, so the mask and the conditioner sets the tone for the hair for the week, and you remoisturize throughout the week with your leave-in conditioner. Generally, when I remoisturize my hair during the week, I would spritz with a bit of water, so you're not like, totally dousing the hair, but just a light mist, to get it a little damp. Because, hydration is water, moisture is locking in moisture. So, hydration with the water, and then lock in the moisture with your leave-in conditioner, product, etc. So that's what we do. Me putting on the conditioner now. Mid-shaft to ends, my hair is not fine, so I just do a little bit on the scalp. And then also this is a detoxifying, purifying line, so whatever help I could get with my scalp is cool. Right, so I'm just gonna distribute it evenly throughout the hair. I mean, as you can see, detangling is effortless because we did that whole extended detangling routine with the mask, taking into account that time plus the mask sitting on the hair time when it's completely distributed. So yeah, distribution is easy with the detangling brush. There we go. And honestly, I think it has been a week since I did it has been 2 weeks actually. I'm not gonna lie. It took me 2 weeks to edit this video. Sorry guys. But anyway, life. So yeah, I would say, generally, I would need to wash my hair once for the week because I need to reinfuse moisture into my hair with a mask, and because I have these little dry scalp flakies. So I guess with continued use, things would subside or be controlled, but I would say that it was a lovely treatment. It's something I did enjoy. I don't mind adding it to my routine. I have it, so I'm going to add it to my routine. But yeah, it was great. Again, if you do have extra scabs, or not scabs, scales and flakes, etc., you can add the shampoo brush to this routine to help exfoliate the scalp. So I put in the conditioner, distributed evenly throughout the hair, and yeah, just posing with all the products right now. It was a lovely routine. I don't mind adding it to my routine. It's great. And then showing off the detangling brush for medium to coarse hair.